Bum, 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 bum. Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you're great. I hope you are great. And welcome to the stream. Just getting ready here. Okay. I'm not sure of what we did previously. But how are you guys? How are you guys? This is the old one. And this is what we did yesterday. Yesterday. I think it came out nicely. Today, let's try. I'm thinking. I don't know how many of you guys have watched Anti-Bully, the movie Ant-Bully. I think there was a scene. I don't know what was chasing them. Let me see if there is a trailer. They could have included some clips in there. Oh. There's I can't find the trailer, but there's also a Coca-Cola ad of insects. We could try that. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. It's not my birthday, but hey Joe Cole, and with that, Batik, how are you? Yeah, we could try something. Have you guys seen this ad? Well, it's not going to be this detailed, obviously, but I want to do something in a realm of this, like a bottle rolling. And okay, this might be a bit too detailed, but we could try something in that room. All right, and I already have some cans. We're not going to do things from scratch. We're just going to use some assets. I have this soda bottle. I have a road, that road. Actually, we need to start from. We need to use the template. Endless engines. Yeah, we need to start with the template. Hello, Bang. How are you? Okay. Let me so the can replaces the car. And it's going to be rolling down. I'll see what else we can add into it. Just going to parent this to this. Let's use cycles. It took how much month for you to monetize your channel? It used to be easier. When I started YouTube, there wasn't really a time frame. There wasn't. You just request for monetization and you got it. So it was way back when there wasn't that time frame limit, or where there wasn't really a lot of limitations. Let me get our dark road here. Hello, me. But usually it depends on what you're doing. I think you need about, is it 1,000 subscribers? Yeah, you need about 1,000 subscribers to get monetized and watch time as well. Let's go back to frame 1. And this to be like a hill. Now we're going to have a bunch of rocks on this. So I think we're going to use the same trick that we used last time. But I want it to not just roll in one area. So let me see. I need to just duplicate this a bit. So you see how we want it to roll, and we want it to fall onto this ground. What I'm going to do is parent it on a plane that is, let me see, that has a shrink wrap projection on the surface, and it has to be parented to this. That you just make sure that this is Hey, not blocks. How are you? How's your day as well? I'm good. Thanks for asking. I want this to be wire. Okay, so I want this to be parented to this, or at least parented to 3 points on this. Let me center this. And this should be parented to this. And this should be parented out of this vertex. I need to bring it back here. Now let's see. You see now, you see how it goes on to the hills and everything like that. So that's good. We might want to increase how bumpy this is. So and might also want to add onto the array. Okay. That's good. Okay. A helicopter chasing a boat. Maybe we could do that next time, maybe. Can you make the can roll? Yeah. The can rolling. I don't know if I should use geometry nodes or. Let me see. I can actually just do it here in the. And what's up, Happy? Glad to see you here. Yeah, we want to animate what values? Yeah, this here. So that should be time. No. Frame divided by 5 maybe. Should be multiplied by -1. See. Divide by 2. So that this is, yeah. I'm going to rotate this on the Z 180 degrees. Let me see. Hit this 180 degrees and see. This then should be positive. Okay. Do you think my idea is good? What idea? Hello, bro. I am new to Blender. Is it good to create a robot using plane instead of using cube directly? There are several ways you can make a robot, so depends on what you want. There are several ways you can approach it. You can use a cube, you can use a circle. It's just, there's no one way to do it. Okay, let's drop in some trees. Or some grass, especially. Some grass. I think I'm going to come here. Turn on proportional editing here, just make some hills and valleys. And I'm going to get some grass. Hope I was saving. Did I even save? Oh, yeah, good house. Good thing I was saving there. So come back here, make sure can animation. I have an idea that I am too gonna participate in the challenge. I am gonna make either a modern man riding a bike or a car in a city or a cyberpunk or nice. You can share what you submit in Discord. I could take a look at it as well. It would be amazing. Yeah, you guys should participate. I think it's a nice way to challenge yourself. Can someone make a fat person rolling down a hill? I switch to cycles. To grab some grass here. Should make it tall. And I'm going to give it some noise. So I'm going to go to the textures, go to new texture, use a clouds, and in the influence, actually I need to give it to the particle system. Textures here, yes, is it this? Yeah, should be. Hello, I need to blend. Let me see that. By the way, it is a challenge for vehicle, and I do not think a rolling can is a vehicle. I think, yeah, he can't just restrict it to vehicles. I think it would. Yeah, there isn't a lot of vehicles. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the rules are going to be that strict. And yeah, we'll see. I'll actually try and read the rules and see. I haven't really looked into the rules that much. Oh, this I want to be. If we go in the influence, I want density. Hair length. To be affected by the grass. Let me scale up the UV. Gamba chi, man, good stuff. Techiro 00. Are you in Uganda? 0. What's happening? Think I might be changing the wrong. Hey. Yeah, I like that the can is actually bouncing around. One other thing I could do is animate the Y position of this. Let me see, can I rotate it? Yeah. So I want it to be able to run up, run down. As long as I think it stays in the frame. As long as it stays in frame, it should be, will be within the rules. So I think it can go up just like that. A bit like that. Like it's trying to climb up and then roll down. Roll down here. Let's see. You see how it goes up? I think we can do that. Then here it maintains the right direction. Maintains the right direction for a few seconds. Goes up. I want it to roll up like that for a bit, just to make this interesting. And let's see. Okay, nice. Has to come back down. Shouldn't push it too forward. And then it goes off. So in some areas, like here, I wanted to make some interesting stuff. Let's add a stone. Maybe it hits a stone and jumps up in the air a bit and then comes back down. Look out, a giant coke is rolling. Yeah, I remembered the Ant Bully movie. I don't know how many of you have watched it, and I remember the scene like that, but I couldn't find the scene. So that's what I'm trying to. That's why I'm drawing my inspiration. Bro, do you have an account on ArtStation? Yes, I do. I just don't really post there that much. I will do you one better. Make a shrill rolling down a hill. You guys should try it and see. We'll see what you might need to come up with. Let's add a rock. Let me get a small rock here. Thank you for subscribing, Marybon. Thank you. Okay, so here, this can should hit this. And you see, let me add the rock around there, so it should hit it and then come back down here. So here hits it. Okay, where does it hit it? Hits it around there, flies in the air. Don't want to do too much. Let me see. Okay, that's too much. That's too much rotation. We should first do a simple jump, maybe. Doesn't look super. Maybe. Yeah, and we can add another rock here to make it seem like it's the same rock that there's something that hit it to give it a different trajectory. So I'll space it out further. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But you see, the reason there's only 120 frames, so spacing it out further just makes things. Let me actually try that. Maybe it could. You know what? Actually, I don't hate that. Maybe I could just slow this, make this fast a bit. So it hits a rock, jumps up, and yeah. I like that. I like that. I like that. Hey, Lacking King. Theory. Yeah, thank you. It's been a while. So how long has it been for you in the stream? How long were you here? Okay. Add chariots on fire. Music to eat. Let me see. Let's start building up the environment maybe now. I think I can add an array to this so that we have. Let me first scale this up. Might need some more resolution on this. And I use an array on the y, -1. Just make sure this is above the shrink wrap. And in the particle system, I need to make sure that I'm using use modifier stack. About format, that's been a while. Do you use Instagram? Yes, I do. If you can use exclamation mark. Socials. Time to jog soon. Catch you in a bit if you are still on Pro. Yeah, I'm going to stream for about 3 hours, I think. How many mouse are you going to make this time? What's your target? I need to improve this grass. I think I need it to be first a bit taller, and the diameter we might want to make it a bit thicker. Children. Now it's mostly about making this look good. But you know what? I'm going to reduce on this grass a bit. Let's go to the hair render here. Hair shape. Just an hour for me. I see. So how many hours do you make? How many kilometers do you do in an hour? Can you slow down over time? Yeah, it should, but we are following some rules because we're trying to submit this to the what is it called, to the render challenge, and the rules are that you have to maintain the speed, so we can't really slow it down. We can't change. We can't give the can. We can't change the animation too much. It has to go off the screen at a certain point, and you can see it even starts off the screen, I think. Yeah. And it shouldn't be visible. Yeah, can come back to that later. I was trying to add grass. Yeah, I think this is better looking grass. Add a shrink wrap again. Yeah, I think this gives us better grass. And I can just let me first hide this. Just try to use this grass only. I'm going to go back to frame 1. We need some trees to cast shadows. I think it's about 6 kilometers per hour. I tend to go slow with a weight vest and uphill. I see. Oh, see you. No problem. See you around when you get back. I need this to be subdivided a bit. Okay, let me bring in some trees. Now, we mostly want the shadows, the trees to cast some shadows in our scene. So let me grab something like this. Can also add some trees in the background. And might also need to adjust the sun a bit. Yeah. And I also want the sun to have some sharp shadows. So let me go to the sun here. Okay, this grass should go the entire length of this. I think we can do a quick preview. I really like to do that. Let me see. Let's see. We can do 30%, 35% and render just for 3 seconds each frame and see how that looks. Let me go to site Eevee here, just to see what we could improve. And I want to have some motion blur, so let me also add that quickly. I don't want too much. Okay. We're obviously going to add some rocks. You can see how the motion blur makes things. Now, I think we can get away by just rendering 1 second per frame. How many of you are going to participate in the challenge? And as this is rendering, I don't know, I think I already shown. For anyone who hasn't been following the stream, the previous streams, let me just, as this is rendering, let me play for you the previous renders we made. There is, this is, no. Seems overwrite. I'm writing over. That's. Yeah. I was rendering over some previous animation. That's gonna hurt. And let me go to renders here. Just create a new folder. There. I've actually just rendered over what I was trying to show you, so you can see the first few frames are for the can. Yeah, but this is the car we rendered yesterday. I think the can is going to be an interesting animation, at least from the few frames that I'm looking at. And the other one we made was this. I think it's using JPEG here. Yeah, this was the other one we made. So 25 frames. Yeah, I think this is going to look interesting. Let's first wait. I want it to, at the point where it hits the rock, I think that's the frame. It hits the rock and should jump up. Let's render 50 frames and preview this and see. Let me actually first preview the frames we have just rendered here. Let's see if they are good. Nice. You see, yeah, I think that's interesting. So we need some clouds in the back. I'm just going to do a quick Google search here for clouds. And I think these look nice, and these would look nice. Now we're just going to blend them together. So this is okay. They're all good, big images. Now let me save this. Save image to my resources, clouds, and I see. Do we have any other clouds? That's. What about this? Now we can have multiple layers of clouds if we want. Let me see. And okay. Let me just load those into my texture folders here. Do we have a clouds? Okay, we don't have. Let me link that. Resources, clouds. Okay. I need a plane with alpha shader, so let me, what have I done? I need this to be a plane. I need a plane with an alpha shader, so it's a good starting point. I can see the clouds, I think. Where is my clouds? Clouds. Let me start with this. So let's look at the shader here. It's too complex. We don't need the normal map. We still want the sky to show, so we're going to make sure that this is. We're going to make sure that this doesn't cast. The shadows don't cast any shadows. The clouds don't cast any shadows. So I'll put it way back in the background. Something like that. And like I said, I want this to I still want the clouds to show. Sorry, the sky to show through the clouds. And I can create another cloud here. Let me make sure that this is, I need to switch to cycles, to Eevee. Really quick. So that this material gets, I give this alpha blend, no shadow, so that I can see the preview in here. Let me come back. So, yeah. So I want the clouds to be there, but I don't want to see this, the clouds being cut off at any point. So I need to scale them really up. Actually, I need to scale them to something like that. I don't know, the clouds look a bit weird. Let me see if I can switch them out to a different type of cloud. Let me try this. Let me select this image, switch texture. You know what? I think I like this. Let me go to the sky a bit. Where is the sun? I want the sky to be a bit more blue. Okay, I'm saying that this is being rendered. Let me make sure it's not. Okay, we need some stones around here, around this area. So, just going to duplicate this. This like this, and I'm going to switch out the grass. So let me create a new particle system. I'll duplicate the particle system. I'm going to switch out the grass for this stone here, but I think this stone has too many vertices, so I'm going to first decimate it, and then we can give this a quick render. So we can come here. Under render, I want to use object and just select this rock here. Yes. These rocks, they need to be very small. And the rotation, very random. So should the scale should also be quite random. But because we have a lot of motion blur, most of these rocks are not actually going to show. We just want to have some bit of detail there. And I want most of these stones to be, I don't know. Let me see. Can I just shrink them to be somewhere here? And we can even have more. But for the density, we don't want uniform density like this. So I'm going to add a texture. And I make sure the influence is also set to density. And maybe the scale can be, this should be a different, yeah. Now we can have some smaller rocks. I can actually just duplicate, let me call this stones. Just use smaller stones here. And I think the grass should be a bit dry. Let me find the original grass here. Just playing with the colors a bit. Hey, let's give this another quick render. And I think this road should extend a bit. Or we can just have something like that. Again, and we can have a house in the background. I don't know which type of house I could use here. Maybe this is on a farm, so I can use this farmhouse. Yeah, also like that it has that red color. So let me see what. Yeah. Okay, let's give this a quick render. Let me see, can we do less than 1 second? 0.5 s. Can render in milliseconds, which is good, because we just want a quick preview of this. Let's see. As that is rendering for 20, is it 20 for 8 for 8? Yeah, we can have that render. You just got this on my front page. How's that? How's the challenge going? You just got this on my front page. The challenge, we have done a few of these. So this is the third version, and I think it's going great. I'm liking the results, and I'm just quickly rendering a preview here to see how that goes. And as that is rendering, let me just place some 428 here. It may take because it might take a few seconds to render. Nabaken, are you participating in the challenge as well? We had 42 frames, so that's good. Mm. $58. Like how fast it's rendering. I wish that's how it renders at full frame rate. The rendering millisecond option is amazing. I didn't even know that existed. Thanks for showing me. Yeah, I didn't also know. I just, because I was rendering at 1 second and I thought maybe I could go lower. So I typed in 0.5 and yeah, it's able to render in milliseconds. And yeah, it's one of the best features, I think. The ability to just set how long each frame should take. Because previously you just had to hit render and pray. Now you can set the limit. Because sometimes the difference between a render that takes 10 minutes and a render that takes 5 minutes is very small. Is even unnoticeable. So yeah, and it's a great feature for making previews, like what we're doing now. Thank you guys for 40 likes. Yeah, it's very, very powerful. Because I could make the preview in Eevee, but the issue with Eevee is that it's not going to give me the same results as Cycles, and it can also it's going to be faster, but yeah, since the final render is going to be in Cycles, I would prefer to just render with Cycles for previews as well. I don't even think other applications have that feature where you can just set, or other render engines have that feature where you can just set the length, how long your render should take. And you're going to see that milliseconds is also enough for just rendering previews, and I'm rendering at 35%. So I'm not rendering I'm not rendering 1080. I think we ran out of road, but that's okay. So you can see for preview purposes, this should be just fine. So he hits a rock, jumps a bit, and continues on like that. So yeah, we want to add I think my trees are not showing up in the render, but we can fix that. And let's see. Yeah, I like the rocks, so let's keep the rocks. We might also need some rocks on the surface here. So previews are very nice because you can see what you can adjust. Did you try render farms? I see free for Blender. Ship it, for example. Yeah, I've tried render farms, but they're not really straightforward. You can't just you can't just upload your project file and expect it to work. You need to make sure that your textures are great. But yeah, most of what I'm rendering isn't too much. My PC can handle quite easily, so I'm okay with that. Let's add a windmill in the background as well. Wind. You know what? I can even add these wind turbines or wind. Yeah, these here. So I've seen people use vertex groups. Let me see in geometry nodes. Let me see if I can do that as well. Attributes, color attributes, vertex groups. Let me call this one. Can I access that within geometry nodes? Because I want to animate this. Let's do geometry nodes. New. Named attribute. Named attribute. Let's see, one. Nah. And you know what? Let's do it like this. So I want the wind turbines to have an instance of wind turbines in the background. And I want them to rotate separately. So I'm going to separate this object and the wind turbine, the wind thing as well, so that they are two separate objects like that. Going to select this and bring in this. Okay. So we have that. Let me clear rotation for a bit. So we have this. And we have the original. I want to place this at the top there so I can get the bounding box of this. Is this? Is that what I want? No, actually I can just do a set position. Set position. No, I can use align mesh. Instance on points. Instance on point. Instance on point. Instance. on points and just instance this. And this should be in the X direction, or in the Y direction. Now you can control the length like that. So let's do 4 like that. Now we can add these here. So I can just do another. Let me first pause here. I can just do another instance on points. Same points. We just need this as the instance and just join these. Now we can do a set position for these and just push them up. Yeah, like that. PC, you can use exclamation mark specs to see my specs. Okay. What was I doing? Okay, so now I want to be able to rotate these randomly on the X. So I want each instance to have a random rotation. So I'm going to do our random value. We just need this to be on the. We just need to rotate the Y. So I see now each one is rotated differently. So I'm going to use time, a scene time. No problem. It does multiply. Math node, scene time, just multiply to this, and I can see now we have some random rotation. I don't want it to be too much, so I'm going to just slow it down a bit. Okay, now we also want this to be rotated slightly, so I'm going to do our rotate instance. Yeah, actually I can do that here. Just rotate these randomly slightly. So yeah, just give them a slight rotation, and now I can expose this and expose the count. Okay, let's go back. Where is everything? Where is our wind turbines? They're very small. Yes, so they should be going -10. Scale them up. And maybe -50. So they are well spaced. So if we play this, yeah, we have some nice wind turbines. I think I'll add this to my asset library, to my quick generators. Maybe scale them down a bit so that we can at least see two. Yeah. Oh, we need to extend the rod. Perfect. We need more stones. Cool specs. Thank you. We need more stones. Where are my stones? Yeah, I have small stones here, so I'm going to just duplicate them. Let's see. Okay, the rocks might be a bit bigger than I want them to be, so let's do. I need to randomize their rotation quite. Let me come to this as well. Randomize everything. Maybe scale these down a bit as well. Let's look at the preview render. So yeah, we had a lot of empty space, but I like the clouds. You know what? Let me see. In Mixamo, let me see if I have a kid running in Mixamo. Maybe we could have a kid in the background. Maybe two kids running in the background. Hello, Winleon. How are you? Glad to see you. And thank you guys for 52 likes. I appreciate that. Shows that you're interested in this kind of content, and signals to the YouTube algorithm as well. Let's see. Let's do kid. Yeah, we can do two of these kids in the background running, chasing after the character. Chasing after the can. Run. And we want the run to be in one place. So this is drunk run, but I think it can do. Let's do kid. If we have two kids running in the background, let me see. Do we have a different run animation that could work here? Yeah, maybe we could slow his animation down. So let's get this. and the other kid and see how they would work. Yeah, and this kid here. We've changed their faces to look at the can. So let me see, is it done downloading? Okay, jump in here. And quick functions, import downloads. I think it's this and this. Import. Is it? Yep. So let's get these two. So that's the run animation. I think they should share the same animation. So Control L, link animation data. Interesting. Control L, link animation data. Doesn't seem to work. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. I want two kids. The animation should be slowed down a bit because they should appear larger. And we need to make it loop. So let me go to the non-linear editor here. Just have these two animations loop. Shift D. Shift D. Perfect. Now we can go back here. To make them bigger. Yeah, they should also run the length of our road. Can be a bit slower. Yeah, and only need, we don't need the scale, we don't need rotation keyframes. I actually need just the, is it? Yeah, Y keyframes for these animations. Interesting. Why am I not? So that means I can easily scale this up. Now, you mostly want to see their legs, and I can move the other kid Maybe somewhere there. Yeah, this other kid could be back here. And yeah, to make these kids stand out, I'm just going to add some backlighting to them. So just an area light parented to the armature, so something like this, and I'm just going to just give them a nice highlight. Hey, that's a bit too much. Let's try 90. So do the same for this other one. And I think we need... Hello, Moin. Vegdani. How are you? How are you doing? We need to have some motion blur. Not motion blur, depth of field. Let's do... I need focus to be on the can. Make sure that it's fully in focus. Yeah. Let's also add a house. Somewhere in here. Let's scale this up. This one is running too fast. Okay, there's not enough grass here, but that's okay. I think since we're going to have a lot of motion blur, it shouldn't matter. Alright, let's do a quick render. Did he give any reference? Yes, I think he did. There is a few instructions, but there are not a lot of instructions. Let me render this quickly. So I think I want to compare it to this one. So let me just have this in a different folder. Again, render for microseconds, and that's it. So let's look at the instructions here. Render challenge. And thank you guys for 56 likes. I appreciate that. So the vehicle challenge. Let's see. There are not any specific instruction. Hello, Lockdown. How are you? And maybe we could also check out what other people are rendering. Let me see. He gave the idea and some brainstorming tips. Yeah, and I'm surprised that where are the where do people post their renders? Because I'm sure some people have already started doing renders. Community winners. Showcase maybe? Yeah, some interesting renders here. Hi, I appreciate your hard work and sharing your knowledge. Please keep this video. I will watch it later as I am busy. No problem. The render, it will be there. If you don't see it in the channel, it's usually in the live section area. So you just go to the live area. That's where the views are. Can you tell me what would be the ideal counts for per frame if I'm using low specs? The ideal sample count. If you have a low spec computer, you don't have to change the sample count. You can leave it as it is and just change the time limit. Render out a scene, see how long it takes for you to get a clean render, and I maybe said that you can start by rendering at 30 seconds per frame and see if that gives you a less noisy render. And yeah, you can see here to be able to preview this, I'm rendering in microseconds. It's in the WIP tab. Chicken wings? I'm not sure. What you mean? What is in the? You mean the community renders are in the? I'm not seeing the tab though. So we're at 90 frames. I think I should push this character a bit into the grass because they don't have a lot of details, so I usually find inspiration by watching some reels, especially Cinema 4D reels. You can draw. You can get some good inspiration from this. I think this is done rendering. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, I like this, but I think it's taking away focus. This character is taking away focus from the can, so I can push him behind, at least, yeah, to be back, like her, and slow him down as well. But overall, I'm liking the results. Yeah, so let's do that. So he needs to be a bit slower. Pushed. Back. Let me see, what else? Because he was running too fast. We can add a few more trees. I really like trees. Let me use botanical here for the trees. Let's try this. And these wind turbines are too small, so I need to push them back. Let me see, where they're even visible in the render. Yeah, you can see them, but they're too close to each other, which makes them look so small. So let me have something like that. Let's add in more grass. Oh, the Endless Engines channel. Let me first make a few adjustments here, and we can. Okay. Make sure that the clouds are behind. Let me come here. I think I need more trees. I don't need a forest. Just need a single tree. We can add some grass or weeds. Add something like that. Some flowers. Maybe as this jumps, let me see. Compiling shaders. Okay. So I want this flower to be hit by the can. So let me animate it just a bit. Now we don't have to do much. We just need to give it a small rotation. Bounces back. Let me see, how was this animation? Was this... I think the animation might be a bit too slow, so let me grab this. Let me go back to nonlinear editor. This. Look at the keyframes. Interesting. I think I can even just scale this. Or scale them down. Interesting. I need to go to the action strip. If I think you go to the action strip, where is that? Is it dop sheet? No. Yeah, action strip. That. Let me go back to the. Actually, yes. Let's split this into the nonlinear editors. So this is called, let me call it F1. So I can find it easily here. Interesting. F1. Yeah. Can't find it. Let me just stick with that. I could also offset the boy's animation so that it's not uniform to the girls. Let's see. What else? I think the animation of this is a bit weird at around here. It kind of speeds up, which it shouldn't do. It shouldn't speed up. Nice work, thank you. Ethan? Ah, long time, man. Speeds up here. Still speeding up. Ah, no, it's not the can that is speeding up. It is this. Speeds up here. Should be a bit slow. And add here, should just go back to, yeah, I think that's better. Okay. Let's add some rocks on the ground so that the path looks a bit rocky and detailed. So I'm going to grab this. This is an asset from Quicksaw. Yes. A bit in the foreground and here as well. Yes. Check that we have enough detail. And I think might want more grass around here, so let me pull this down. Okay, let's see what else we can add in here. Let me go to my decor collections here. See, maybe I could add a ball somewhere there. Because this is a place where kids play, so we could add in a few things. But I also have to realize that we have a lot of motion blur, so that's something to remember. So we have that. Okay, let's render this out and see. Again, I want to be able to compare the two, so create a new folder. Just render this out. The shooter game I used to play on miniclip, I'm not seeing it anymore there. What GPU? I'm using a 3070. Yeah, let's play a game while this is rendering. Oh, this is my team. Let me change a few settings here. Still a bit off. going on here? Is this a teammate? Ah, yes. "70 frames. Oh. Pam, 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 pam. 95. Headshot. Only 20 frames to go. "71 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Three frames to go. Max samples for, imagine doing on my computer, it takes a week. You can set the time limit, which I've done here. So maximum samples I've set to 4, to that exactly. But yeah, I have a time limit. Oh, it's done rendering. So it's like rendering about, I don't know. If I exit this. Let's see. Now, okay, I'm starting to like this. One issue I'm having is that I don't like the characters are still are taking the focus away from the can. So we need to obstruct them a bit more. So I think we can add. I think we can add a fence, and I have a fence generator already in my quick generator. So let me look for a fence here. Yeah, I think. Hey, Nikori, how are you? Glad to see you. And thanks for joining us. How have you been? Let's just have a fence. This is a procedural fence. So I can do things like this. Hey, Scatterdan, how are you as well? Let me see. I have another fence because this one looks a bit too clean. Yeah, and I like how this is adding shadows to the can. I'm fine. You? I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for asking. And I think around here I could try and add this one. Let's see. Let's look at a few things here. Could add in a few more trees. In the background. We're creating. We are creating some admission for the vehicle challenge. Maybe we could also have a horse. Since we have decided this is some sort of farm. Missing textures. Let's add maybe more trees instead. Just checking different frames. Let me add some cup. Just trying to populate things in here. Which add-on is this? This is the asset library. It's just I just use it to import stuff in here. Doesn't come with assets. I just add in your own assets. It basically works like the asset browser. Hey Joe, what's up? Let's look at how this looks in Eevee for a minute. Compiling shaders. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking, where do we need to add more things? I'm going to add this. Let me see. Pole. Electric poles. Just making sure they're going the length. You remove some of these poles. Okay, this place here is a bit too empty, so let me add another house. And maybe another tree. I'm using cycles. Let me use this IV generator here. But most of this detail is not going to show because we're going to have a lot of motion blur. But I do not mind that. Yeah, I'm using cycles. Hello, good to be here. Looks amazing. Thank you, Blender Clo. Okay, let's see. So let's compare the different renders we had. So we have this. I like the animation of the can. But like I said, the characters we are taking too much focus out of. We are taking too much focus out off of the can. So that's why I'm adding the fences. Let's look at the first render we had, the first one. How we started. I think we started with this. I wish there was a way to just have all of them on the same screen. I guess we can do that. Let me open up Premiere Pro here. Just to compare things, because you want to make sure that you're not making things worse. You're actually making improvements. Let me create a new timeline. Just import these. So we can import this. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 I'm going to scale this down. Let me bring the second sequence. Was this? Then we also had this. I think we have rendered 3 so far. So let's compare them and see. Okay. We add the kids and the background. And then we... what did we add in this one? Or is it the same render? I think might be the same render. Let me try this. Let me change the sequence settings here. Reveal, and I want to open settings. Let's make this 1920 by 1080. Okay, just want to put these side by side and see. Yeah, I think there's some difference. I will push the kid back and push the kid back, change the animation a bit. Yeah. Now let's see how this looks when we have the fence. I think I need to reduce these fences. Yeah, maybe 7 like that, and yeah, we can render this out and see. Again, let's make sure we're not overwriting anything. So, let's see. Yeah, let's go back to gaming. I'll as that Goodness. Okay, what is this? An ad? Yeesh. All right. Am I getting killed every time? Headshot. Hope it's not Eevee. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's Cycles. It is Cycle. Why is it dreadful? Yeah, sometimes Eevee can be hard to use because I have to do a lot of tricks. To get it to look good is not easy at all. We are halfway there. Samples are set to 400 and something, 4,000 are the default samples. It's just that I've set a smaller. I've set 500 microseconds as the time limit, so I'm rendering about, I don't know. Let me see. Actually, how many samples I'm rendering? I can't even see because the time limit is very short. But I'm also rendering at only 30% of 1920 by 1080. Hmm, 99. Only 20 frames to go. You lose. Anyway, I think we are almost done. Four frames, 3 now. We're done. Yeah, I think I like this one. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this one. We have enough detail. Maybe I could add a few more trees in the background. Nicely done. Thank you, Nito Vani. Thank you. I think I'm going to add a few trees in the background and run this in full resolution and call it done. Let me find some trees I could use. Another thing I want is some separation for this scan. So let me add an area light to backlight this. Just be parented to this. It's a nice reflection to separate it from the background. Let's look at this one more time as we end the stream. Okay, let's compare this to the rest. Yeah, I think I'm going to call this done. We're going to render this out in full resolution. And now we have 3 renders that we can submit if we wanted to. So let me just have this at 100%. And the render time should be... let me do 2 minutes per each frame, and that would be, let me see, 120 frames times 60. That is, no, how is it supposed to be? 120 frames times 120 because that's how many minutes each frame is, the entire frame is going to take. Am I measuring this correctly? It's supposed to be 120 times 2 divided by 60. So 4 hours of render time. At least 4 hours of render time. I'm okay with that. So it's 1:18. By the way, there's also, I'm going to be releasing a time-lapse version of the previous live stream and this one as well. So yesterday's live stream, where we did, actually let me play for the video a bit here. Where is that? Render, Premiere Pro render, babe. Yeah, so I'll be showing how I created this today. I think in 4 to 5 hours. But thank you for showing up, and thank you for 79 likes. If you can get it to 80, that would be amazing. But I'm going to render this out. Make sure one more time that all my settings are correct, and I'm also not overwriting anything. How are you so fast? Experience, and I've also collected quite a lot of assets, so I'm not always working from scratch. I think that's what helps a lot. The fact that I'm never working from scratch. You can see we didn't model the can from scratch because I had modeled that I got that from a previous project I worked on. This basically didn't model anything here. We just put things together and we are able to do. But we have modeled each of these objects from a previous video or a previous live stream or a previous project. So that's how I manage to do things very fast. It's just I have a library. My library of assets has grown quite a lot, so that helps. Anyway, I'll see you in the next live stream. Thank you guys. Take care. Yeah, 82 likes. We made it. Thank you.